Hi everyone, I'm Helen.
And I'm Sophie. Welcome to Daughters of Africa Art, Cinema, Theory, Love, where we spotlight African creatives across the continent. Mixed media creative and artivist Gabrielle Tesfaye produces paintings, puppetry, stop motion, and digital animation to create and portray women-centered narratives enriched with African diasporic cultures, mythologies, and histories. Born and raised in the U.S. by her Jamaican Indian mother and Ethiopian father, Tesfaye's multicultural background shines across her beautifully crafted works that blend art, tradition, and heritage. Tesfaye transmits an aesthetic representation of healing, advocacy, and diasporic interconnectedness that bridges the past with the present and curates an informed and imaginative future that maintains African legacies. There is beauty and exuberance in Tesfaye's collections through their vibrant color palette and vivacious hand-drawn characters and self-portraits that bring her stories to life and emanate and embrace vulnerability as a strength. In her auto-fictional 2D short film animation, The Mass Lover, Tesfaye engages visual, verbal, and written aesthetics to offer a new outlook on radical love rooted in communion and communication with the self, spiritual, and cultural. With the use of vectorial frame-by-frame style animation, Tesfaye depicts a woman named Frewayni's journey through a short-lived yet enamoring long-distance relationship that allows her to explore love in its different forms and phases, namely passionate romantic love, maturing self-love, and enduring patriotic love.
Tesfaye employs diverse forms of communication in the story to assert the multifaceted ways in which love can be explored, expressed, and interpreted in the digital age. One of which is the epistolary nature of their long-distance and diasporic relationship, progressing across geographical and linguistic boundaries with the routine exchange of love letters in English and Amharic. Here, Tesfaye draws a historical and political parallel between the status of English as an international lingua franca and Amharic as a 2,000-year-old official language in Ethiopia, a country that has about 86 languages and over 200 dialects. The incorporation of handwritten epistles in a digital space, along with other creative forms like painting and drawings of visual verbal notations, like the heart shape and the infinity symbol, reinforce the artistry and historical influence of letter writing and the evolution of filmmaking and other forms of visual storytelling. Letter writing in Amharic, a language with a morphologically complex structure and variable nouns adjusted by inflection and repetition, gives the letters beautiful rhythm and rhyme in a way that sonically paints his passion and conviction to Frewayni, especially when placed in contrast with English, which has a more straightforward and discordant tone. His poetic and affirming confessions in the letters lead her to lay her guard down, later deepening the gravity of the lie behind the mask.
These confessions open the film with a voicemail from him professing forever love in Amharic, accompanied by a burning flame symbolizing their rekindled connection. The recurring motif of a flame points to the artificiality and transience of the light and comfort she receives from him. After his mask falls off and his treacherous intentions are revealed, Frewayni puts out the frail flame and discovers a more permanent source of love and light from inside out, represented by the bright shining yellow sun and the green revitalized heartbeat. First, Tesfaye utilizes written text on the screen awash with black to communicate Frewayni's inner dialogue in the form of a mental diary as she communes with her body, mind, and spirit, opening doors for healing. Then she creates a critical visual lexicon of growth and healing using cultural and spiritual motifs of peace and serenity, such as the guidance from the water goddess in her season of grief and the splendid blooming of the Ayurveda rose flower, aka the Queen of Flowers, known for its spiritual role in governing emotional impact on the heart and its medicinal ability to restore emotional balance and physical beauty. During this liminal stage, Tesfaye constructs a didactic and artistic spectacle that invokes a moral and spiritual lesson to look inwards in order to access boundless love and exercise our inner goddess.
Tesfaye's customized representations of cultural fashion garments and bodily ornamentations spotlight Ethiopian heritage and function as a visual love letter to Ethiopia. For instance, her self-portrait painting depicts Frewayni in a white flowy dress featuring yellow embroidery around the neck, sleeves, and trailing down to the hemline, illustrating a stylized portrayal of the traditional Ethiopian dress known as abasha qamis. Frewayni is further adorned with distinctive set accessories, gold-plated earrings, bracelets, and necklace that are traditionally worn for weddings and festivities, specifically in the Tigrayan culture, an ethnic group located in the northern regions of the country. These stylistic choices in the short animation film focalize and aesthetically explore the rich Ethiopian culture. Tesfaye also incorporates Ethiopian communal customs of dining during the classic romantic montage sequence, constructing an emotional landscape that provides space for a nurturing dynamic between her love for the motherland and her Ethiopian lover. This is seen through them sharing a tray of injera, Frewayni accepting gusha from her lover, which is the intimate practice of feeding one another as a symbol of affection, and drinking coffee together with the backdrop of Addis Ababa. Tesfaye furthers the visual love letter as she integrates the busy streets of Piazza, a historical and central downtown in Addis Ababa, and features Aitu Hotel, the first hotel in Ethiopia built in the early 1900s by Empress Aitu Betul, an aesthetical nod to the legacy of a formidable woman warrior and ruler of the nation, paying homage to the woman before her.
Tesfaye references her past work such as her 2016 short animation When the Sun and the Moon Fell in Love, her paintings and photographs through cinematic intertextuality to explore the dialogical tensions and connections between the then and now, here and there, old and new, which also functions as a cinematic technique to foreshadow the future. The interpolation of the digital photographs of herself and her ex-lover and that of her painting studio within the animated frames particularly highlights the conceptual and technical similarities between photography, painting, and animation, and reflects the generative role of recorded memories in the perception of life experiences and the creation of new bodies of work.
Having the digital space as a multimedia creative process and medium used by a contemporary daughter of Africa exemplifies the visionary practice and experience of love and healing as both an individual and collective pursuit of community, connection, and culture. Whether it be the work we explored in depth today, The Mass Lover, the past works she referenced in the short film like her paintings, or the various other mixed media productions she has released on her site, Gabrielle Tesfaye's creativity is truly limitless. So please go check out more of her work. You'll find her website linked down below in the description. Thank you for watching!